It's been blocked again. Oh my! It's been blocked again, and the clock is going to run out. And the Gators have won the game.
Kelvin, man, how you doing, brother? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. My bad. I forgot that you haven't done this space before, so I forgot to tell you how the mic and stuff works, man.
Yeah, no, it's all good. This is my first time using this deal, man.
Yeah, man. So what it is, it gives you that opportunity if maybe you want to try a podcast or do something.
No doubt.
And, obviously you don't necessarily have the followers yet. It gives you a chance, man. For example, say I get you in and all your followers see it. So then they'll pop in and be like, who's this guy talking to Kelvin? Follow him, or vice versa. My guys will see it.
Nice. I love it.
So at the end, what I'll do, man, is I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to try to send you some followers, of course.
Of course.
And, it'll be a good conversation, man. So how are you doing? Thank you for coming on.
No doubt, man. It's a pleasure. You guys wanted me to be on here, man. I'm doing great, brother. Down south actually right now. I'm in Miami, so yeah, just training and different things like that. Staying on top of the game, and that's pretty much it. Taking it easy with the family.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I was telling the boys, one of them is actually running the Gator Nation page. I was telling the boys, man, we're getting Kelvin Taylor. Everyone's stoked. I had them
Gator Nation, baby. I love it.
Yeah, make sure they did a little research, man. I followed your career throughout high school. I'm a big recruiting guy, man. So obviously, you were breaking Emmett's records in high school. And
I was just out there playing football, having fun. I didn't know what I was doing. I was out there just playing. I was out there just playing football, having a good time, and looked up and I looked back on it. It's like, man, I did some little damage there. But in the moment, you don't even think of it. You're just a kid out there having fun, and the rest is history.
Yeah, man, and that's what's crazy because you really were something else. I went, obviously, like I said, I followed you, but I went back and just to brush up. And, man, I couldn't imagine being a defense or a defensive coordinator across thinking, man, we got to contain this cat, man.
Oh, man. Those are some fun days, man. I mean, I think I had one game I had 8 carries for 388. It was ridiculous. It's crazy.
Jesus. Question. So you broke Emmett's record. Does that record right now still stand, or did someone go behind you?
Oh my gosh, man! You want to talk about my brother, Derrick Henry? So I broke it, and then a week later he came back and broke it behind me. No. I'm like D. Henry, brother, just let it stand for a month at least. Man, that dude, he came back. I went for he broke it. It was 8,000 or something like that. I broke it first, and then Derrick Henry, he broke it again. So it was great, man. It was great. I mean, as far as just being up there, got a game ball from Emmitt Smith, signed game ball that my father had presented to me after I broke the record back at my hometown, Glaze Day, where I played at in Belgrade, Florida, and my dad came to a game, presented me the ball that Emmitt sent down, and it was a pretty cool deal. It's something I'll never forget. It was awesome.
That's awesome, man. It's cool to be able to experience stuff like that, man. And before we get too deep into this, one of my guys, BC, is running our Gator Nation page, and my other guy, Trell, is a speaker as well. So they might, ask you questions about anything.
Absolutely, love it.
The way I like to run it, man, is I like to talk shop a little bit. Then I wanna touch on what you think about our Gator program compared to when you were there and what it is now, and then I want to promote what you're doing as well.
Absolutely.
So, Trell, BC, you got anything you want to jump in on while we're here?
Yeah, Kelvin, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing great, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to us.
Absolutely, brother. I just like doing things for Gator Nation, man, and getting back on campus and different things like that. So that's what it's all about, man. I mean, growing up as a Florida Gator kid and just loving the Gators. So I love my Gator Nation. So I do this all day, every day.
Absolutely. Well, hey, sticking with that theme, man. So I was kind of curious as to what is your favorite memory of the University of Florida football, whether it be just you being a fan or actually being a part of it. What's the memory that sticks out the most for you that you go back to?
Oh man, I mean, I would have to say 2014. It's crazy how things work. So yeah, 2014 in Jacksonville, and me growing up as a kid and just watching my father play for the Gators, and then getting drafted to the Jacksonville Jaguars, ninth overall. And I'm like, just watching my father play as a kid and just being able to go to his games up there in Jacksonville and then turn around years go by and I'm playing in the same stadium that he played 11 years in. So it was like, it just was crazy. I don't know, like something about that field or that stadium, just the whole environment, that the largest cocktail game in the world, that orange and blue, and then you got the red and black, and it's like split in half. It's ridiculous. So it just always it's just that game there. It just made me always get in, I don't know, like a different type of zone. And I mean, I had some great games against those guys, and I respect those guys. But yeah, we beat those guys 2 years in a row. I love it.
Yeah, we thank you for that too, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Man,
My guy Muschamp.
you really did give Georgia hell too, man.
We had to make sure Champ was there, man. We was trying to keep Champ in town for another year. We had to beat their ass, man. We had to do it, man. We had to make it happen. Jones went 192. I went 197. That was a hell of a game. We just fucking ran inside zone down there the whole game, and the rest was history, man.
Yeah, that was one of the crazier games, man. I remember that final touchdown where you cut it to the right side, man, and took off down the sideline, crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday, man.
That was amazing, bro. I definitely those games was definitely some of my favorite games to play in.
Yeah. So, one of the things I wanted to touch up, man, to make sure that when I was speaking to you, I was speaking about the right things and stuff. And one thing that I actually didn't realize until today was that, and I don't know if you realize this, but do you know that you are actually the last running back for the Florida Gators to go over 1,000 yards in a season?
I never really even paid attention to it. I just knew that when I was there, I had to like go over 1,000 yards. But no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. That's crazy.
So in 2015, which was your best stats year with us, your junior year, I believe, it was actually your dad's junior year was actually his best stats year as well. And he got you by a little bit, man, because they didn't count the bowl stats back in the day.
Nah, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt.
You're the last Florida Gator running back to go over 1,000 yards, and there's only 9 in history, and you're one of them. Obviously, your dad is as well, man. Like, what's that mean to you guys? I'm sure you guys cut up about both going to the university.
Yeah.
I don't know, for you, was it always Florida because of your dad, or was it always, whoever recruits me the best?
I mean, for me, it was, I loved it, Florida. Like, I loved it growing up. I mean, obviously my father playing there and things like that. And just watching the greats, Danny, Riedel, Anthony from my hometown, all those guys, just watching those guys play those guys really playing the game the right way. I like the Florida, but I also like the Alabama as well. Alabama, they recruited me pretty heavy with Coach Saban, and those guys used to come down to my school and different things like that and watch me practice, watch me play. So, like, I used to look at Alabama as well. I went up there to the game when they played LSU. That was one of a top game. It was like number 1 versus number 2 or 3, something like that. LSU with Tyrone Mathers and all those guys, and it was pretty crazy. It was rocking, but I thought about it, but I mean, deep down in my heart, I knew I was orange and blue all the way. So I'm like, I got to keep it in a tradition, and I got to go up here to Gainesville.
Yeah, man, and that means a lot to us because you definitely showed out, man. Showed up, showed out.
Yes, sir.
Just from talking to you, in our private messages, like I said, man, I was a big fan of your father, and I was so stoked when you were coming. And I believe if I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
correct, I believe they recruited another running back as well. So I was so scared. I was like, man, I hope he doesn't decide to go somewhere
Yeah,
else.
they was recruiting D. Henry as well. They was recruiting Derrick Henry as well. Florida. They was cause he's from Yulee, so he was thinking about going to the University of Florida as well. He's like 2 hours, an hour and a half, maybe right outside of Jacksonville, Gainesville area. So, yeah, he was thinking about going there as well. And then we had Matt Jones, of course, in the backfield. He was there already. Jones was going on his sophomore year, and they had Matt Brown. Then they brought in Adam Lane and all those guys. But it worked out great, man. I had a hell of a time with those guys. Those guys are my brothers, and I still talk to some of them to this day. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Trell, you got anything, man? And I'll bring some speakers. Some guys request, I'll let them jump in and
Let's do it.
ask a couple questions, man.
So KT, man, I just kind of wanted to follow up with what Drew was saying, like as far as Fred, me and your dad and everything.
No doubt.
Like, was it like any pressure on you when you were at the university, like what I'm saying, to succeed? Like, how was that? Like, how did you go about that?
I mean, for me, like I knew like people talk like my father played in the NFL and he did great at the University of Florida. But for me, it was always like at the end of the day, I'm my own man. I'm Kelvin Taylor. My dad's Fred Taylor. So I got to go out there and play for myself. My father can't go out there and play for me. Nobody's not giving me any handouts because my dad's name or anything like that. So I always knew that as a kid, no matter what, you got to go out there and play the game yourself and let the chips fall where they may. So that's exactly what I did. But I took my dad's advice. He gave me great advice always, and I've always paid attention and listened to him. But yeah, I took his advice and I just went out there, studied throughout the week, and gave it my all. Once I got on the field, I knew I had to go out there and make people happy. So that's exactly what I did.
Hey, you ain't lying, man. You did that. You did your thing for sure.
My guy, appreciate you.
So, Kelvin, what we plan to do with the Gator Nation Network, man.
I like this deal. I like this. What you guys doing, man?
Yeah, so this day and age with the NIL, it's very kind of hard to landscape. So what our game plan is we're diehard Gator fans. We've been around our whole lives. Man, it's tattooed on my skin, man. So
I love that. I gotta get my Gator tat, bro. By the way,
come on, man. I got to get mine finished up. So you and I will link up, and we're gonna.
we gotta make that happen, brother. I gotta get my Gator tat for sure.
For sure, man. We got to catch a game, right? We'll catch a game this year, and we'll do a tat. We'll do a tat somewhere in Gainesville, and we'll blog it.
No, for sure, brother.
They don't get nothing.
I think I'm
but
actually going to be up there to that Miami game, actually.
So that's actually something I think we're doing too. And what the game plan is for us. Our website, we're creating it. We're eventually going to have a paywall, and 50% of everything we make, we're going to funnel to Florida Victorious and back into the NIL program to kind of try to see if we can be a difference. The other 50%, we're going to work on doing giveaways and maintaining the website. We don't stand to make any money off of it. At the end of the day, man, we just want to Gators help Gators.
Absolutely.
So, once again, we do appreciate you coming on here. I'm going to go ahead. I got a couple people, so I'm going to bring somebody up who's been requested, man. Shad, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing well, man. We got Kelvin on here, man. We're vibing. What's on your mind, brother?
Man, Kelvin, appreciate you for what you do for for being on this show with us, man.
No doubt. Hey, anytime, brother, man. That's what it's all about, man.
Definitely appreciate you for being on
able here. Being able to talk to Gator Nation, man, and just go back and forth with the fans and with everybody, man. And Florida is a special place in my heart. So this all day, every day, brother. Definitely.
I don't even know. I didn't know you was gonna be on this joint until my boy Drew sent it to me. I don't even have no questions at all, no questions in mind. But I'm gonna let people talk. But for me, I appreciate you, man. Definitely looking forward to whenever I get to a game, like Drew said. Hopefully I run into you, man. Get the picture with you. Looking forward to it.
No doubt, brother. Anytime.
Yes, sir.
So before I bring the next guy, Kelvin, man, what's your view of our current program? you don't got to get into depth, man. You don't got to like, bash anyone or sunshine pump anyone. But what do you think we could do to probably, get better, or what do you think we're lacking? What's your view? Do you still, obviously you still follow it?
Yeah, bro. I think far as just the offense playing at a great level this year, man. I think yeah, pretty much just the offense, man. Because our defense always play great. The defense always there. We just gotta keep that. We gotta keep that offense scoring, and I think they're gonna do great things. I actually went up there like 2 weeks ago to the last practice, the last scrimmage before last week's spring game. So yeah, I checked those guys out, and those guys are hungry, man. Coach Billy, man, those guys are hungry. The coaching staffs are hungry, man, and it's a different kind of energy around that team this year. The quarterback, 15, he's gonna be a baller. Of course, we gotta sprinkle a bro in there. Two's different. He's gonna be a playmaker, but I like everything that I'm saying. The receiver, number 3. He's gonna go crazy this year, and then of course the backs. We got great backs in the backfield, man. But we just got to put it all together, and that starts in July, going into August, man. That starts once camp starts, and it been started since the spring, but those guys are tremendously. They're working hard, and yeah, like I said, I just want to see the offense putting up points, man. And I know the defense is gonna fly. The defense is gonna fly around in that swamp. Yeah, they feed off that crowd, man, and the rest is history, bro. With that, as long as that offense putting up points, we're gonna have a great year this year. Great things gonna happen. So I like what I'm saying. I like Billy and the coaching staff. So I'm looking forward to it this year, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of a opposite start than we've had the last couple coaching hires.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
Dan came in after a bad season and we were winning right away.
Thanks.
And for Billy, I feel like he's bringing in the talent, but obviously we're still in a hole.
Mm-hmm.
For me, they brought so much to the defensive side of the ball in the transfer portal these last couple of months. It was
Yeah.
emphasized to do that. With a good offensive line, how do you think when you were at Florida does the running back room compare to the running back room now? Talent wise, I mean, do you obviously you play with some dogs, man? You guys were killing,
Yeah.
man. Do you think there's anyone
Yeah.
with a Kelvin Taylor or a Matt Jones type mentality or talent out there? Do you think anyone could maybe put up numbers like that? Because like I said, you're the last one to do it. So Montreal's been close, but
Yeah, I like Montreal. He's look, I mean, I talked to him when I was up there. He's focused more than ever, man. He's focused. He wants it. He want to be great. Like that's one thing I know. Talking to the coach Juju, the running back coach, like he wants it, man. That kid's understand. Like he's already working like a pro right now. So I look for great things far as him. But also Webb as well, number 5. That whole running back group, like they got some guys, man. They got to change the pace in there. Even the freshman coming in, number 21 and 13. 13 he's gonna be special. He's gonna be special. If not this year, he's gonna be one of the great Gators when it's all said and done. I like 13 a lot. So I feel like those guys got the players to make it happen, especially in the running back room. But like I say, they just got to go out there and prove it on Saturdays. Like that's all that matters. You got to go out there and prove it. But I feel like number 1, Terrell definitely could get the job done, and he's gonna. I think he could go for 1,000 yards this year with the offense. I think he'll be able to go for 1,000 yards this year, and because I think with our receiver core, they got some pretty good talent out there. I feel like they probably should get a couple more in a Porter, Porter coming up, but I think those guys are going to do great things this year.
I hope
I
you're
agree.
right. Go ahead, Trell.
Nah, I was saying I agree with him. As far as the running back room goes, I think that's definitely a strength. right
The
now.
boys deep. They're deep out there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, bro. And
They
I
got
think
one.
that spells for a good offense, man. It's always good to have a good running back. You know, if it's a Calvin Taylor or Matt Jones, it's always good to have that. So I think going forward, it definitely should benefit the offense a lot and help out, you know, Graham
Hey,
Mertz.
man. No, absolutely, man. I looked up. I mean, one of my favorite running backs who a lot of guys don't talk about a lot, who went to the University of Florida, is Mike Gillislee. He was a badass.
I was just about to
He
ask
was.
you who was your favorite running back.
I
Came
loved it.
through like under the
Of
radar.
course, Emmett, and those guys. Of course, Emmett, my father, those guys. But one don't get talked about enough is Mike Gillislee. That boy he went over 1,000 yards. And he went on to the NFL and had a nice, pretty good career. So I like the Mike Gillislee. Coming out of high school, I used to go up there and just stay with Mike and stuff like that, talk to him about the game, and ultimate pro, man, great guy. So shout out to my boy Mike, man. Mike paved the way for me. Of course, my father, Emmett, Eric, all those guys. But yeah, Mike Gillislee he's a guy that they got to put some respect on that boy name.
Facts. Shout out to Gilly.
Gilly.
Mike went for over 1,000. And he was actually the one to do it before you.
Yeah, like
and
those are the type of guys I'm respecting, man. The guys that's going over 1,000 yards. They be putting out people's names. I went over 1,000 in 3 years. They be throwing out people's names like who was the best running backs left Florida Gators in the last 10 years. They be having so many. They be having people name up there like yo, like he was good, but you got to go over 1,000, man. You got to go over 1,000 to make it happen. So.
Yeah, so what I remember about the 1,000-yard rushers is obviously we have Gillislee, Cedric Faison was one, Ernest Graham was one,
nice.
Obviously your father.
Yes.
Obviously Fred was that man, Eric Grant, and it gets deep. Eric Grant did it a few times.
Eric, yeah. No doubt.
And then Emmett Smith, man, and Neil Anderson.
It was cold. Those guys was cold, man. But I'm looking forward to those young boys, man. I think they got what it takes. I really do, man. Like, I really think they got what it takes to take it to the next level. Yeah, the quarterback play consistent, man, and we could get that ball out on time and just move we could get the ball out and make plays and be efficient. The running backs they're gonna with that rotation, I believe they're gonna get the job done. And yeah, we just get explosive plays from number 3. Yeah, the defense gonna take care of that part. So I'm excited for that week 1, man, in Miami. I'm gonna be signing autographs. Got a tent set up. They're gonna set the autographs up at the University of Florida, and I'm looking forward to getting back up there with the fans and different things like that, and hopefully that we get that win.
Yeah, Miami's something I wish we could bring back, man. I'd love to play them. Obviously the schedule is it's so involved. It's tough. But having Miami on it, man, it's the fans got to camaraderie.
Yeah, that shit's
man. They have
dope
their own
having mine on there. I remember my freshman year. My freshman year was the first time we played those guys. Just something similar to this. The first time we played those guys after Tebow them left like 5 years ago, like 2009 or something like that, 2008, when Miami came to the Swamp with those guys. When Tebow, Spikes, all those guys was there. And then we came back and played those guys in 2013 down at the U. It was something different about that game. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And I like the fact that they're bringing it to the Swamp, not that neutral side bull. Bring it to the Swamp. So, like you say, if they could do this like every once or 2 years, I think it'd be great for the state of Florida, man. And they need to make that happen. But we definitely gonna get this win week 1, man. So I'm looking forward to that game, man. That's gonna be a big game.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to make it out there, man. And I don't normally bring in a rival fan, but I've had a request from a Miami guy.
I was about to say, I see my Miami guy right there.
Yeah, I'm going to bring him in, man. Since we're on subject, he follows me. He's a cool dude, man.
That's what it's all about, man. I love it.
I don't ever let a bunch of people jump in here and like do that. Everyone talks at the same time stuff, man. I like to keep it organized.
Absolutely, brother.
Keep it, But what's up, Ty, man?
Hey, what's going on, my guy?
What's happening?
Chilling, brother. Chilling, man. We got Kelvin on the
Hey, what's
base,
going
man.
on, Kelvin? I'm a Bell Blade native too.
Okay, yes sir, Buck City. That's my goddamn. It's them.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So let me ask you, growing up in Belgrade, knowing that your father is a hometown hero,
Yeah.
playing at Glades Day, I followed you a little bit. Then going to be a Gator, same footstep as your father. How much pressure was that on you?
I mean, like I talked about earlier, I feel like it was pressure, but I just feel like just going out there and just enjoying the game, man, and just playing yourself and just having a good time out there. I feel like the rest was gonna take care of itself. So I never really try to get just caught up in the newspaper articles and different things like that. I used to always just try to keep the main thing, like going out there and having fun. Like once you start reading the papers and reading that like Kelvin Taylor and his father every couple weeks, especially like in like Belgrade area, that's all they was talking about. So for me, it was just, yo, man, I can't get distracted by that. I got to go out there and just be myself. Like, I just got to go out there, play fast, have fun, and just play the game that I always, for me, it was just growing up playing the game at 7 years old. And I'm like, I wasn't never like just focused on what people are posting or what people are saying. Like they said that I played at private school, that I wasn't going to be that good once I got to college, all type of different things like that. But I just went out there and just be me. Like just, hey man, I'm just go play my game and have fun. And then just look back on the results. And if they're good, great. If they're okay, we're going to keep improving and getting better. But I never just got caught up in the pressure, just thinking about that. So that was one of my main things. Just keeping the main thing, and just go out there and ball out, have fun with your guys. Man, that was my whole thing, trying to win those state championships. We was able to win too, so that was my whole thing. Yeah.
One more question for you. What was ultimately the choice between, Glaze Central and Glaze Day, or was Pahokee in the mix?
Nah. So for me, it was just like, okay, so when I came down to Little League, I played at WCFL, a league in West Palm, Wellington. Me, John Bosted, a lot of those guys, Willie Sneed, all of us played out there when we was younger. So like, as I got older though, I was in like the 8th grade and I couldn't play in WCFL anymore. I don't got like too big. I couldn't make weight anymore. I'm like, man. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I got to sit out a whole year now to my freshman year. And I was just trying to see what makes sense. I wanted to go to Glade Central, but I couldn't. I had to wait a year until I get into high school. So I'm like, nah, man, I gotta play ball this year. I can't sit out. I can't sit out a whole year. So I was looking at Kings Academy, different schools like that. So I'm like, I mean, I'll just go to Glaze Day, and then I'll transfer to Glaze Central after once I get into the 9th grade. But once I got to Glaze Day, I actually got to Glaze Day 7th grade spring, going into my 8th grade. And it was like, yeah, man, you could play JV or something like that because it's a private school and it go kindergarten through 12th grade. So they was like, yeah, we'll put you on JV. And like the coach saw me play like a couple, like the first 2-3 practices. Coach was like, "Nah, you're gonna be on varsity." But they had this running back named Brendan Dean. So I was on varsity. I was like in practice, I was doing good, but they had this like senior running back. His name was Brendan Dean. And like the first game against Chaminade, he hurts his ACL. And like it's like on the second, third play, he hurt his ACL. And I'm in the 8th grade at this point, and from there, it just took off, and just I never left after that. Like just great things started happening. I had a great group of guys, good coaches out there. My offensive line, those guys willing to do whatever for me. So I'm like, nah, I feel like this is what the good Lord want me to be at, and I just didn't even question it no more. I'm like, it is what it is. And I just went out there and balled. But Glade Central definitely was going to be the school that I supposed to went to. But after I taste that, my 8th grade year went for like 1,500. We lost versus Fort Meade. And then I came back my 9th grade year. We won state. Came back my 10th grade year. We won state. So I'm like, everything worked out just like the right way. So, yeah, that was pretty much it, brother.
I got one more question for you. Being from Belgrade, we all know the stigma, chasing rabbits. So have you ever,
Nah,
done
my
that?
mom didn't play that shit. My mom beat my ass. I never put. She wouldn't let me go out there. My mom, she wouldn't let me go out there. Like, people chase rabbits, but it was like a little dangerous sometimes. So it's like she wouldn't let me go out there, man, in those cane fields. The sugar cane be burning. Like, don't get me wrong, I like rabbit. Like fried rabbit, it probably sounds crazy, but it's like some of the best chicken or best meat you'll ever eat. But as far as just going out there, I never went out there though. I don't clean the rabbit though before. Like my cousins them don't went out there, brought them back. I don't clean them with them before. But as far as just going out there and catching them, it's a lot goes on in that process. People don't know. Like, I mean, it's mucky out there. You got rabbits going into the ditches, and if you fuck around and don't pay attention, like while you're trying to catch them, you got alligators out there, like you're in the Everglades. So it's definitely deeper than rap, but I've never been out there before.
Golly, I think that was my favorite question that could have been asked in this entire
Yeah, I've never been
podcast.
out there. You like while you out there, man, you be the best time to play though. Like this one, like it's a good time during high school football in Belgrade. If you're on the field during the season when they're burning the cane fields and stuff, because that's when it's playoff time. Late November, December, it's cold out there, and you're practicing. All of the other schools are home. We're the only ones practicing 2 years back to back. And they're burning the sugar cane. That shit thick as hell. But that's when you know, like, okay, this is the time when you want to be on the practice field. It's cold as shit out there. You got a sugar cane burning, and you're getting ready for states. That shit dope as hell, though. It's definitely dope.
That honestly sounds like a crazy situation, man. Something I feel like I gotta go
Bro, that shit's
experience.
crazy, bro. Like, I mean, you got Santonio Holmes, Jannard Jenkins. All us went through this, bro. Literally, Jannard's chased rabbit, Jack Rabbit. That's his name. Jinx, that's my guy. Pahokee guy.
Is that why that's his name? Because he was chasing
Yeah,
rabbits?
that's his name. That boy chased rabbits. Jinx will go catch like 20 rabbits straight. Him and his crew out there in Pahokee, Jinx will go catch like 20 of them things back to back, boy. Like that was his name.
Do you
Yeah,
do you speak to him to this
Jinx
day?
is my guy. Yeah, I love Jinx, man. That's my guy. I just saw
All right, man. So
Jinx.
I'm gonna have to link. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's
sorry.
okay, brother. I just saw Jinx maybe like 2 months ago. I always see Jinx. I always see him though. Like, yeah, we always bump into each other. That's my guy. Yeah, last time.
So I'm gonna have to link up with you to get him on next
Nah,
time, and so we can talk about this whole chasing rabbit thing because I gotta learn more about
he
this, man.
he really could tell you. Like Jinx, people knew Jinx in high school from being on his bicycle, and Jinx would have like 20 rabbits in the front of his bicycle handles, like that he just caught. Like it's crazy. Jannard Jenkins, Tay Odoms, Vincent Smith went to Michigan. That Clowney hit. Old boy who Clowney hit. That's Jinx, like one of Jinx's best friends, the running back from Michigan who got his help when Clowney like really hit him hard that game. That's like one of Jinx's guys, and all those guys chase rabbits, man. All those guys from Pokey, man. So yeah, that wasn't really never my deal, but I love rabbits though. Yeah,
That's crazy, man. Back where I'm from, man, they do gator tags like crazy,
Gator's
man.
fire.
So I don't know if they do I don't know if they do rabbits,
Gator
but they damn sure do gator tags like crazy.
What's
man.
Gator's tags?
BC, man, you got anything else? Guys, anyone listening, by the way, Kelvin was awesome. He's going to come on here. We run till about 6:30, so if anyone
we're hanging
wants
out,
to...
man. I got plenty of time for you guys, man.
I got another
so if he
question for
wants to
you.
hang out past that, that's
I got
cool, too. If anyone's got a question or wants to talk to him, don't be shy, man. He's giving us his time, so go ahead and take advantage, man. You can talk to a Florida legend, man, and we're vibing.
So former teammate of mine's, Deontay Thompson, he went up there to Gators.
Hey, that's my big brother, DT. DT, I'm gonna see DT tonight. Actually, I'm actually going by D House later on. I'm gonna see DT tonight.
Yeah, he graduated 07 with me.
Okay, yeah, him. Okay, y'all had B Man at quarterback.
Yeah, Brian Man.
Yeah, Brian Man, Travis
Damian Berry, Travis Benjamin, all those guys.
Yeah, you had some guys. Y'all had some. I remember watching y'all state game 2006 and in the Miami Dolphins stadium. That was
Yeah,
great.
I think we played Coco.
DT inspired me to get on the front of ESPN Rise magazine. When I saw him on the front of that magazine, I'm like, I got to get on the ESPN Rise magazine.
And it's crazy when you were talking about Janaris, because my brother dated his sister.
Jet, that's my guy. Jet.
I used to be in Pahokee too. I used to be all over the place.
That's what's up, brother. That's dope, man. Yeah, those my boys.
Small world, man. That's
Small world for
crazy.
sure.
BT, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Kelvin. So, Florida's obviously a football factory, and specifically South Florida. There's a lot of poking, and honestly, there's a lot of genuine hate between the fan bases of the Big Three down here. You know that.
Absolutely.
But the guys, of your caliber that you grow up playing with, and they're going to these big universities.
Yeah.
How does that relate? Does that relationship change? With a guy that you were an acquaintance with, but he goes and plays for Florida State, or they go and play for Georgia. Is that change, or is that just kind of something that the fans deal with, and not really you guys?
Yeah, I think that's a fair deal. Those are our guys. Once you locked in with your guy, you locked in with him. That's like one of you guys. You guys doing y'all thing on the podcast and shit. Like like another podcast called that's probably like on ESPN or just a better opportunity. Like I'm sure you guys are gonna like, hey man, go be great, bro. Like that's what it's all about, and like cheer for him and different things like that. And eventually all you guys come together when it's all said and done. So, I mean, at the end of the day, football is just a game. Football is something that we love. But like we got real life, like friendships off the field, and we talk to each other just growing up in high school and different things, and just being there for each other. And like on the field, I'm gonna bust your ass. Like when we play Florida State, I'm gonna bust your ass. Don't even talk to me, dude. Don't talk to me, bro. Like Georgia, whoever, like that's who you that like. Hey, it's either you with me right now or you're against me. And right now you're against me, my boy. So I gotta bust your ass. But we're gonna vibe though. After the game, we're gonna chop it up though. We're gonna vibe just like brothers. But when we between these green lines, it's go time. I ain't got no. I don't even it ain't no friendship right now. But when the game over, we cooling, we back chill. So that's what it's really about. That's what it's all about. That's what makes it fun.
You got anybody from the Miami Hurricanes or the Florida State Seminole that you talk to on the regular?
You say for the Miami Hurricanes now or
now and back then maybe?
Oh yeah, like Cook. Yeah, Cook, Foe, Cook, Duke Johnson, all those guys. Ja'Cory Harris, my big bro. I used to talk to all those guys, man. Ja'Cory, yeah, Sean Spence, yeah, Deion Bush, all those guys. Those my boys, man. Like we all train together down south, and yeah, Florida State. I mean, Travis Rudolph, Dalvin Cook, Armand Lane, all those guys, man. Yeah, J-Bo Winston, Bobo Wilson, Kelvin Benjamin. Yeah, those my boys, man. So now we definitely used to talk like leading up to the game. Oh man, we're FaceTiming that whole week. Me, Treon, those the Miami crew. Like when we was up there in Florida, Treon and them used to always be on the phone with Dalvin Cook, him and Callaway, and like all those guys used to be at my dorm. Treon Harris, Callaway, all those guys from Miami, but they'll call Dalvin Cook and all the other guys from Miami. So we'll just always be on the inside the dorm, like, man, we about to beat y'all ass when y'all get to the swamp tomorrow. And literally, we'll be saying this during, like, in the team hotel. We're on the FaceTime right before the game. I mean, not right before the game, but the night before the game, like while we're done with the film. Once film got over, and we're just eating and stuff before we go in for curfew. We're literally talking to these guys before the game, like, hey man, you better get ready, boy. So that always made the game fun, and it just always you're gonna always have great memories. So that's what you gotta cherish the most. So that was dope.
So KT, being a 5-star running back coming out of high school and everything, yeah, you was the top guy. You and D Henry.
Yeah.
What would be your advice now? You know, a lot of stuff has changed since you came out of high school. Just like you were saying, 2014. So that was 10 years ago.
For sure.
Time flying. So, I mean, what would be
That's
your
right.
advice to, a young running back now, coming out of high school, maybe committing to a Power 5 school? Like, what would be your advice to him?
Man, just don't take that shit for granted, bro. Don't take it for granted, bro. Every day, like, it sounds cliche, but these coaches, they don't been through this, bro. Like, they don't been through all of this, man. Just don't take it for granted and just always be willing to learn and just maximize your full potential. Like, maximize your full potential. Cherish every day, man, and just work your tail off. Thank God that you're in the situation that you're in. And don't take it for granted, though. Like, cliche as that sound, that's the most important thing out of all of it. Just don't take it for granted. And once you realize that, on top of your skill set, you're gonna go to the moon. You're gonna go wherever you want to go. But if you start taking shortcuts and different things like that, everything gonna catch up with you eventually. And you'll look back on it with regrets. So yeah, just not having any regrets, man, and just knowing that you emptied the clip. That's what it's all about. And you live for it with results after. Like hell, it's not gonna always go go your way, but as long as you know that you gave your all and you did the right things and you was a good person and you treated people the right way and you was respectful and played the game the right way, the football guys they'll definitely make sure that you get to where you want to be. But just don't cheat the game and just put your all into it. And especially with NIL and different things like that, it's a gift and a curse because you don't want to get above yourself and thinking like you already made it. But the real deal is in the NFL, and like you could probably think you already made it in college and not be focused for when it's time to get ready for the combine and different things like that. So you just want to just know where you at all time and just stay sharp and just stay locked in and keep the main thing the main thing. You do that, the football guys are going to make sure you're good. Everything else going to work out for you great. So that'll be one of the main things I tell them. Just stay focused and just always work hard, man, and just always be willing to learn.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best answers you could have gave, man. You could tell that you still got so much passion about the game,
Yeah,
man.
right.
And
I love that.
you could just tell, man, that you're so thankful that you got to
Oh,
do,
man, brother.
experience so many
Yeah,
things.
man, I'm definitely thankful, man. It's an honor, bro, to just be, to be. I mean, when you're young, it goes over your head sometimes, but that's why, I tell those guys, just the ones who really gets it, don't let it go over your head. Like, it's a amazing opportunity for you, bro. And, just take advantage of it, bro. And not too many people could do what you want to do. You don't play with thousands of kids coming out of high school, and only maybe 4 go D1, 2, 1, depends off of your high school team. So yeah, you just want to know where you at and just stay lined up no matter what. You don't want to get off. You don't want to get off course.
Real spill. Real.
Brother, you got to. That's what I was telling the young boys up there in Florida when I went up there. Like, man, y'all have a business, man. Y'all got this new facility that y'all boys got, man. Like, we ain't have that. Like, we ain't have none of that. Y'all boys take advantage of that, man. Take advantage of the tutors, everything, the way that they teaching you about money. Don't be in that bitch, not paying attention. Like, really lock in. So that's what I just want to always just inspire those young boys to, just stay locked in, bro. You feel me? Treat people the right way. Because everybody watching, so you want to make sure you're always sharp. And, you should want to be sharp anyway. That's just a lifestyle. It don't matter what you do. You could be a doctor, whoever. You want to stay on top of your shit. So I definitely tell them that, y'all boys just do the right thing. Do the little thing. That football shit going to take care of itself. But you just do the little things and stay true to yourself. And you're going to be great, man. So that's exactly what I told those young boys before they left. Those my guys, man.
You definitely sound like, man, when you decide you're done playing and everything, that you need to be around a program coaching or.
Oh, absolutely. That's in the works eventually. Of course. I love it, man. I love the game, bro. Like, I love the game, man. I like being in the locker room, man. That's what it's all about. Like, you'll never get that anywhere. Like, when it's over, it's over. So you definitely gotta cherish those moments, man. But I like being around the young guys. Like, eventually, like, the game doesn't change, just the players in it. So I mean, as far as like being around the young guys that can inspire those boys and tell those boys what not to do, like, yo, like, I'm not just saying this shit because it sounds good. Like, yo, it's either you're gonna listen or is either you're gonna listen or everything's gonna go left. So, yeah, just I like to just really be on top of them. Like, I'm not trying to like be your dad or anything. I just want the best for you. Like, I know you got the talent. Like, I want the best for you. And that's what it's all about, man. Cause that's what my big homies did for me. That's what my father did for me. Like, you got it. Like, the best experience is you going through it. So it's like, bro, I done been there before. So I really just want to tell you all of the right things to do, and just don't make them have no regrets. Cause sometimes they don't know and they're young. But if I could continue to tell you that shit every day and tell you like the little things every day, not just be on top of you. I'm not trying to talk you to death or anything. I'm just trying to like, I just want you to be great. So, that's exactly what I want to do when it's all said and done, for sure.
PC, jump in there real quick for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Kelvin, you kind of already touched on it when you mentioned NIL and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
what I'm kind of curious about is really, I mean, I feel like these players deserve to make some money off of their work.
Hell yeah, 100%.
It's been a long time coming. It should happen.
I mean, you want to talk about making money off your ref? Look at Reggie Bush. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, man.
Give
That
them.
shit should have been in the. It should have been in the pudding, but you know,
Yeah, exactly.
timing is everything. But like, that's what I'm most proud of. Just that they need to get everything that they ever deserve. I mean, you've been playing this game since you was, because everybody's not gonna go to the NFL. Even if you're a fucking 5-star recruit, it ain't gonna happen. That's just the reality of things. So the the great thing is that you can have money to fall back on, and if it doesn't work, but that's why I just like to tell those guys like, yo, man, don't be spending up your money like that or different things like that, because bro, you don't know, dog. Like, you got that blessing coming out of high school, do the right things with it, and it may don't work out, and you may need that money for the back end. So that's just a gift and a curse at the same time. But the ones who get it, the ones who listen, those going to be the ones who take it to the next level. And unfortunately, some of them are not going to get it. But I feel like they just take everything serious. That the older people, that everybody on that staff at the University of Florida of telling those guys, because those people care about you there at the University of Florida. So I feel like you definitely should take advantage of that. And you got every thing in front of you. Only thing you got to do is listen. So no,
Yeah,
it's definitely a game changer.
the caveat to that, and the other part of my question is, with the NIL era, and then combining that with the transfer portal,
Yeah,
things have changed a lot.
it's the NFL. It's already the NFL. It's the NFL already.
Yeah. So how do you feel about combining? I mean, just allowing as many transfers as you want, and you can play immediately, and you guys are just going to the highest bidder. You feel like that's good for them, or it may hinder them in the future whenever they're in the NFL and they're under a contract?
No, I think it's good for them, because you got to understand, like, far as like just to put yourself in the best position for you to succeed. Sometime in NFL, you just gotta grind it out. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business, so you gotta grind it out until the good Lord put you on where you want to be. So you just gotta grind it out. But as far as in college, I think you definitely could choose your own destiny, because like sometimes you get to places and coaches tell you different things, that I'm gonna play you, and you get there, and like it's not even the fact that you're not good. It's just like, I mean, certain coaches don't know how to always use their players. Like you could draw up little packages for them here and there. It's amazing how players be on the teams in NFL, and he's washed up, he's sorry, and he go to another team and go crazy, ball out. So I feel like just coming out of high school, these coaches tell you, yo, we're gonna play you, and you get there, you don't play. It's like, maybe because they got a senior there, a sophomore, whoever, whatever the case may be, but you don't play, I feel like you definitely and you know that you could play at a high level and you don't done it. So it's just like getting in the right position to play. I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it's just you don't want to be dumb either though. You don't want to just leave a school where things are gonna turn around for you and you end up going somewhere else, and now you push yourself back a couple of steps. I think it got to be a calculated move, but it's great for that option. Like they got the option to do that though. So instead of waiting and sitting out a year and then get a chance to play the next year, I think it's great, man. Just to give those guys that flexibility. So I'm all for it, man. It's just you don't want to be dumb and you don't want to just do the wrong thing and mess up your opportunity. You just want to make sure it's calculated move and make sure it's great for you and your family and just make sure it's going to be able to benefit you when it's all said and done. So I love the idea of the NIL, the option, the portal, the whole thing. We got to get us some more great players out that portal, actually.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Ray, go ahead, man. You got a question?
What's going on, KT, man?
Talk to me, champ.
Man, how you talk to me, man? I know you're a Gator great, you know, and I know you played ball your whole life. How you feeling about our team this year, bro?
I'm feeling good about those guys, man. I just want them to come out there with that dog. They come out there with that dog mentality, the energy, thriving, like playing at a high level. They're gonna be great, man. Come out there like we knew that we was gonna. Everybody on our team, we came out there like, bro, we about to kill their ass. Like, unfortunately, things didn't work out the way that we wanted it to work out, but it was so many different things going on. Quarterback issues. The year that we got a quarterback, he gets suspended. Like, shout out to my guy Will Gurr, by the way, but I feel like those guys come out there and just play hard because they got the team, they got everything, they got the defense, the offense. So I feel like we just need like one more big explosive weapon on offense as far as the receiver. That's what we need in the portal. I think if they can get a receiver before July who's explosive, it's going to be a game changer. But other than that, the things that I see, I love the quarterbacks. I love 15 and 2. Both of them are great in their own right. 2's going to be the future for sure, though. But for right now, we got 2 studs back there slinging that thing. Running back, they're deep. I like all of them. You could get a pill to any one of them. They're going to do their thing. And, 3's going to be 3. 3's going to have an explosive year this year. So I like where we're at, man. We just got to put it out there and we got to go out there and prove it week one, bro. We got to go out there and prove it week one because these past 2 years been rough. So we got to go out there and start fast. We can't start slow. We got to start fast week one. We start fast week one, we're going to be rolling. I think things going to work out great.
Yes. And I had one more question for you, KT.
You got it, gang.
How is have you been? How is it like with them welcoming you to the program? Have you been like going back to the program?
Oh my! No, when I go back to UF, it's red carpet.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, when I go back to UF, it's amazing, man. Coach Billy loved me, man. All of them, all of the guys, the young boys, all of it. I still have some the training staff still there that was there with me. Shout out to my man Paul. He's the head guy. All those guys, man. So it's great. People that was there when I was there, they're pretty much still there. The front office and things like that. Just the coaching staff change. So it's amazing when I go back. It's just seeing those guys' locker rooms and things like that. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. It's a game changer. That's why I just tell those guys to be thankful, bro. Like they got 2 locker rooms now. They got everything. So it's definitely amazing. When I just left from up there 2 weeks ago, it was great, bro. So I'm looking forward to coming back up there. Doing a lot of things up there. Doing a lot of card signing, foundation work up there, and just giving back to the Gator Nation. So I'm excited, bro.
Appreciate that, KT.
No doubt, brother. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too.
Yes, sir.
So KT, man, I'm dating back to what we were talking about
No
earlier.
doubt. You still thinking about them chasing them rabbits?
Yeah, man, I'm actually getting faded up right now because I got to go out there and look good when I get someone to teach me how to chase rabbits.
Yes, sir. Oh man.
Actually, man, so obviously, you were a 5-star running back, big dog on campus out there. Was there anyone else, and I think I know the obvious answer here, but was there anyone in the class that pushed you to got to be better? Like, did you look at Derrick Henry? We said that he broke your record the next day.
Man,
did you look at him as like, whatever he does, I have to do better?
Me and D used to compete so much, man. We'll compete so much. Me and D, that was the only guy really. Shit, it wasn't nobody. Well, besides my brother, God bless his soul, my brother Greg Bryant. He was here from where I'm from, West Palm Beach as well, and we was the only one toting that rock though in our county. Me and Greg Bryant did it at a high level, man. Shout out to my brother. Yeah, he passed away. That's my guy. He was a hell of a guy on that field. He was special. So that's the only guy that really inspired me down here. These guys, there wasn't no other guys that inspired me down here. Yeah, GB, and then of course my guy D Henry. That was the only guy that I rock with, as far as like on some shit that I'm looking forward to just us going back and forth. It was those guys. Like when I open the newspaper, I'm looking at D Henry stats. I'm looking at my boy Greg Bryant stats, and that was pretty much it. So it was definitely those two guys for me coming out of high school.
Hey man, God rest his soul, brother. Sorry to hear about that. I hate it when I hear about things like that, man. Now, did you and Derrick Henry? I know you guys obviously were both getting recruited to Bama, both getting recruited to Florida. Did you guys ever discuss playing with each other?
No, we never discussed that before. Me and Derrick Henry the type of guy like we're the type of guys that we need the backfield to ourselves. Period. So it wasn't that wasn't gonna work. That wasn't gonna work. Like D Henry's an alpha and I'm an alpha. We need the backfield to ourselves. Period. You see what he's doing in the league right now. He's not. He's not with that split carry shit. So, and I'm definitely not with it like that. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to have a running back by committee, but you got to know who's your guy. You got to always have a guy. And if you don't got a guy, it ain't really gonna. That's cool to get 4 or 5 yards here and there. That's cool. But you got to have a guy to go get you some 30, 40, 50s, explosive runs to move that change for real. So, yeah, no, we never thought about that. We pushed each other to be great at the combines. We always made sure like, and one-on-ones at these combines, these linebackers are not guarding us. We going 10 for 10. Like that's the type of motive. That's the type of push that we used to push each other. Or like just this year in high school, brother, I'm going for 2,000 yards, 50 touchdowns. Like that's the shit that we was on, like going back and forth. So, we always just pushed each other from a distance, but as far as playing with each other, we never talked about that before.
Yeah, it would have been one hell of a
and it would have been crazy. And don't get me wrong, if it would have happened, I would have loved it. If it would have happened, because I mean, at the end of the day, I was gonna get mine and he was gonna get his, and so even with Matt Jones, that's what we like. No matter what, hey brother, if you're in there, do your thing. Like once you're in that running back room, hey man, we're all brothers, man. We're all working to be great, but at the end of the day, we got to get the job done. So when you're out there, get the job done. It's all motivated my brother. Want to see him do great. That's what it was always about. And when I'm out there, I'm trying to get off the field. I'm trying to go break right now, and hopefully, coach tell me to get back out there. So we knew like once we do good, coach is gonna keep you on the field. So we just used to always push each other just to do great, man. And that right there gonna make everybody do great. So.
Yeah, obviously, the situation we had with Montrell and ETN, and I guess he wasn't enjoying the whole split carries thing. It's got to be like a mental thing, right?
That's what he said. He wasn't trying to split carries. He wanted to go to Georgia so he could be the man. He think he could be a second-round talent coming up this year. That's my little bro. I always talk to him. He wasn't trying to split no carries. And Montrell understand that. But you got to just say, I wish it could have. I think it would have worked out. But I mean, people try to do what best for them in their eyes. But yeah, that was his main thing. He wasn't trying to split the carries like they were at last year, how they was splitting the carries. But I think it could have worked out, and I think it's still gonna work out. So I'm proud of both of those guys.
Hey, go ahead, Justin. You've been waiting a little bit.
Yeah. What's up, Kelvin?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, and I hope I don't get any flack for this, but when McElwain was there, I don't feel like that they utilized you enough. I felt like they could have gave you a lot of carries and a lot of games. We could have won a lot more games,
Yeah.
When you were there and when Matt Jones was there. I was the Muschamp game where you and him like just tore through their ass. Like I can't tell you like how I was doing a Sean Merriman dance in my living room. I was so excited.
I love it. That was awesome. Yeah. Yeah, McElwain was a cool guy, man. I felt like I could have did more. I felt like I definitely could have did more in the 3 years that I was there. I felt like I definitely could have did more, but I mean, shit went left when Will got suspended. That's when shit went left. Once Will got suspended, man, girl, the offense just everything, the passing game, everything came to a stalemate. So yeah, that's when it pretty much went like, all right, we got to figure other things out. And I feel like we started trying to make up different things on the run with the quarterback that doesn't like fit that offense. And it was like obviously that things just didn't start to work out. But I feel like I definitely could have did more and helped the team win. But like I say, McElwain was my guy, great guy. I mean, yeah, it was unfortunate that Will got suspended. I feel if Will got suspended, the offense would have exploded for sure.
You guys seemed almost unbeatable with Will Greer throwing.
Bro, Will never got suspended. We would have beat Alabama ass in the SEC championship game. That's a fact.
I believe that. I feel that way too.
Bro, with Keanu Neal, crazy ass at safety, Marcus May, Vernon Hargraves, T. Tabor, Quincy Wilson, Antonio Morris, Jared, Big Bullet, Jared Davis, Alex Angeloni. We had straight fucking gangsters on that fucking team. I'm talking about those guys put your dick in the dirt any day. Imagine going up against those guys every day in practice. And it ain't no thud with those guys. Ain't no thudding. This shit is real life. Every day. Muschamp could blow the whistle or McElwain could blow the whistle. Nah, this shit, you're getting tackled. It ain't no thudding. So with that defense biting the way that it was with Will was slanging. I'm talking about he got a gun on him, man. He could slang it. So, and then we had DeMarcus Robinson, Callaway, all type of different weapons. Jake McGee in the tight end. It would have got scary, man. And we was just getting in our rhythm. Like that shit crushed us. And when we heard, like when Will got suspended and he talked to the team that day, like the guys was felt for him. Like that shit was emotional when Will, like you could hear it in this. Like I mean, he poured his heart out to us in the team meeting room once he got suspended. It was crazy. So, and then just I don't got nothing good. Like Treon, that's my guy, but he wasn't Will though. He just wasn't Will. And teams started to make you throw the ball and then okay, you can't throw the ball. No, we know Taylor about to get it. And the game don't work like that. You gotta have a balance in this shit. If you ain't got a balance, you're through, especially in the SEC. That's why you see those other teams coming to the SEC playing us in bowl games and get the shit beat out of them. Because you're not going to sit there and throw the ball 50 times. It's just not going to happen. So
I just got a few more questions, Kelvin, and I'll clear out.
No doubt.
What was it like living with your dad? Because it seems like when you see him on the Pivot podcast and everything, he just seems like really chill, like nothing bothers him.
That's Fred. That is Freddie T. That is my pops. That's how he is, man, on the regular. He is so everybody say I'm like more outspoken and going and just like my dad's outspoken too, but he's just so mellow. Like He's so laid back. That's how he is. But that's who he is. Like him on the field, he was the same way. Like he's not like, but that's where I get that from him on the field. Like getting up, he's not talking to nobody. Like defense, rah and like those guys used to talk to me crazy, like saying all type of stuff to me in practice, and I just go back and just handle my business, go to the next place. So that's who my dad is, though, man. He just yeah, he's just gonna he's gonna always be there to try to teach you some things, different things, and gonna always have your best interests at heart. But he's not the rah guy. He's not gonna do, especially on the pivot. He's nothing like Channing Crowder, crazy ass. Oh my god, that guy there. Then that's Channing Crowder in real life. Like that's how he act. Like my dad be like, dude, like oh my gosh, like sometimes you'll think he's playing and he's not playing. He's just serious. It's like, are you serious? It's crazy. So yeah, that's him, man. That's his personality, bro. He's just like the Pops just he Pops beat him and he's laid back, bro.
Yeah, it seems like that's a good yin to the yang. It's like Channing Crowder's crazy, and then your dad's just
Bro,
chilling.
oh my gosh. Then you got RC. RC's like the nerd out of both of them. He's like the smart guy. RC got it all. RC got it all figured out. I love those guys, man. Those my unks though, man. All two of those guys. Those my unks. So they're great guys, man. I love those guys. They're doing a great thing for like just the people to just inspire others, and it don't matter what you do if you don't play sports or not. Just to give you that good knowledge and just to try to help people in life. And those guys sincere, like they really mean what they're saying on there. It's not just for clicks and likes and shit. It's just so happy everybody listen to it. But those guys have a conversation like that in the back of the basketball courts while we're on the barbecue grill on the daily, like just on the regular when those guys come over to the house. So that's just them. It just so happen they have a camera in front of them. But they talk like that all day by the pool and just chilling. That's their personality.
Yeah, for sure. I got one more question, Kelvin. Then I'll clear out.
No, you got it, buddy.
What is Billy Napier like when you have like interactions with him? Is he like a real country guy or is like
Billy
real
cool as
guy?
shit, man.
Like?
Billy cool as shit. Billy's just a good guy. He's a good he's a funny guy. He's a funny he's a cool ass white guy. He's like he's a cool players coach, man. He's a great guy. He can relate to the players. He got like a little savage to him. Yeah, I mean the guys love him in the locker room. He's not gonna like just rip his guys out, man. He's gonna pull them over to the side and talk to those guys, and he's all for the former players too. Like that's his shit. Like yo, this is what you guys built, bro. I'm just here. Like I'm just here and trying to make things happen, but this is what you guys built. If it wasn't for you guys in the past, none of this shit would be here. So that's who he is. Like he wants former players there every like weekend, to talk to the team, to tell the guys like, yo, this is what it takes right here, because you guys don't walk in that's his whole deal right there, just having former players around. So I love him, man. He's a great guy, and I think he's gonna do great things this year with the coaching staffs, and he's an offensive genius, man. So I feel like he got the players that he want in now. So he got it all coming together for himself. He got the actual recruits that he want and building the program, which is like when he was at Alabama, just being able to pick, save in mind. I feel like he got the guys that he wants. So I'm all for it.
Appreciate it, Kelvin. Appreciate you letting me talk.
Anytime, Justin, buddy. Gator Nation, baby. Have a good
Yes,
weekend.
sir. Go Gators.
No doubt,
All right,
brother.
man. We're gonna go with Reed, and then Kelvin. I want to touch on the things you're doing now and promote what you got going on, man. Go ahead, Reed.
No doubt.
What's good with it, Kevin, man? It's Reed,
Talk to
man.
me.
How you feel about the program now? And what was your thoughts on a couple years ago when you was with the program? How was that Georgia game for you when you finally broke out in that game?
The program now is in a great position. I think just from like everything, just from the campus, just the University of Florida, just Gainesville in general, like everything getting built up. those guys in a perfect situation, man. I think as long as that, we just need to win. We just got to win. But as far as the program, like the program's in a great position, man. It's a lot of great culture behind that program. A lot of legends came out of that program. It just, I feel like Gator Nation is it's a special place, and it's definitely the football heavens up there. I mean, you can't really. I mean, it's so much you could say about the University of Florida, but they're definitely in a great place. The team in a great place for sure. I feel like when I was there, like we was up and coming, like far as just far as like the football team, but I think just now like those guys like truly understand what it takes to win and different things like that. And they're we also understand that as well. It's just the fact that they got so much more access and so much different more knowledge, so many different more pools. They got like 4 or 5 pools in that facility. Recovery rooms, everything. They got all of the exposables to their stuff that those guys need, and they're exposed to all of it. It's just up to them to take advantage of it. But they are taking advantage of it. When I was there 2 weeks ago, they were taking advantage of it. Those guys working hard every day, and they want to be better, man. So those guys, they know what's at task this year. They know what's at task. A lot of those players got capabilities of going to the NFL. So those guys are hungry, man. And I mean, I had a hungry group as well, but it's just far as like the technology and like over time things just change. So I feel like those guys got a definitely head start, and they're willing to they're gonna take advantage. So I'm excited, bro. It's gonna be dope.
Okay, my last question. Who are your 3 breakout players for this season?
Oh, I like 3. 3 for sure. I like the receiver. What's 3 name again? What's what brother name?
Wilson, Eugene.
Wilson. That's my guy. 3, 1, and of course I like 3, 1, and 15. 15 gonna have a big year this year. Quarterback's gonna have a big year. DJ's gonna go crazy. Don't get me wrong, but the quarterback he's gonna do his thing this year. He's comfortable. I like him to he scramble. He makes smart plays, and just watch him in practice how he carries himself. He's ultimate pro, great guy. Dude want to learn, man. Dude love the game of football. He's in the back of Coach Pocket every day. Also, it's 2 for 2 to be a freshman. He don't carry himself like a freshman. He's way beyond his years. He know what it takes to be great, and both of those guys pushing each other. But those 3 players there, 3, 1, 15, they're gonna go crazy this year. For sure.
All right, Kelvin.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin.
Anytime, brother.
All right, Kelvin. So I got 2 more questions for you, man, and then I think we want to.
Hey, I'm all yours, my guy. I'm chilling.
And we want to steer towards what you're doing, man. The first question, man, compared to when you were at Florida, obviously, you know, one of the first things that Billy did was he came into town, he took care of the parking tickets, he took care of the housing, the food.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, we have new facilities. I know, obviously, some of it was an upgrade. You've got to see that. What does it compare, you know, if you had something like that when you were there?
Oh man, I mean, I definitely would have took advantage. That shit would have been cool as hell. That shit would have been dope. We had some great things though. I think they just got the new facility. I mean, the place where they stay at now is insane. Like where we stayed at in Keys, it was cool, but where they stay at, that shit like condo penthouse style, major. So it would have been dope, man. It would have been dope. I think it would have been pretty cool to like. Well, me, I had a girlfriend in college, so to be able to bring her to the condo penthouse style in college and to bring it to like a dorm room, I would have liked it that. But it was it definitely was a sweet deal. And then as far as the recovery, I get my recovery. I stay on top of my body to this day. Just getting all the treatments, and I would have took advantage of all that: cold tub, hot tub, the pools, the treatment, the massages, which we had that as well too, but just they got it like in a different formula now. So I definitely would have took advantage of all of that, man. So that's what I encourage those guys to do. Just take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, because when that shit's over, it's over. So yeah, you want to cherish it, and you want to empty out your clip for sure.
100%, man. And my last question before we get on to the next subject, man. So I asked you if you didn't want me to talk about anything. You didn't say nothing. So I got to ask you about the infamous confrontation with McElwain on the sideline after the smoke shop, man.
Matt. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, that night there. So, my man Matt was tweaking. First of all, he was tripping. But yeah. So we was playing TC. We was playing ECU. Yeah, ECU was playing them in the swamp, and I put their ass away for the fighting touchdown. And Matt thought I did like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. He thought I did like slicing my throat or some shit. I don't know, but I was just on some swaggy shit. Really, just this shit was over. That's how I was thinking in my head. Like I did it as like it's a rap with like just my hand like on some shit like it's just a rap. I don't know. He talking about cutting throats, and I'm like, what the fuck? This guy here is out of his fucking mind. But Mac's my guy. I love Mac, man. We talked right after that. He just wish he would have handled the situation better, but Mac's my guy, man. I got nothing but love for Mac. Mac's a hell of a coach. My dad didn't appreciate that shit, that's for sure. Dad thought he was out of his fucking mind. But I mean, it was all love, man. It was part of football. I was like on the sideline. I was really honestly like trying not to laugh. Like my teammates, they're making funny faces like while he's yelling at me. I'm like, yo, y'all are like, what is going on? Like, so I'm trying. I got my head down with the towel over. Like, bro, really? This dude's like, man, he's gonna make a scene. Like, this is crazy. And just like my people don't send on like my people, they didn't like that. But I know it's part of football, and coaches yell at me all the time, like yell at players all the time, but it is what it is. Like, they're just coaching you. So I never took it no type of way. We hugged right after that. We went in the locker room, but I'm like, man, you could have did it in the locker room. Like, but it was whatever though. Yeah, it was whatever. Yeah, like I said, we hugged. To this day, Mac's my guy. Mac's a hell of a guy. Mac's cool. So yeah, it was definitely a little interesting situation there, but it all got raked out though. It's all love.
Yeah, man, I remember myself being upset about it. I was like, lay off my boy, man. What are you doing? Why are you yelling at him?
Family like, yo, the fuck? My whole family's like, yo. My family's like, yo, we don't even talk to that guy like that. What make like my family's like, yo, nobody scream at him. Like, what make you think you're gonna? But you know, that's how the fam beat up. I wasn't even taking it that type of way. Like after that game, I went on about I didn't even think about that until people started sending it to me. I'm like, damn, that shit got blowed up like that. I didn't realize it got blowed up like that till like a couple days later. I'm like, yo.
Hey, even the announcers were saying stuff about it, man. Everyone was like, dude, what's he doing, man?
Yeah, they thought Mac was tweaking. Everybody thought Mac lost his mind. But nah, Matt's cool, man. Matt's a good guy. Matt's just he got a little fired up there. He got a little too turned up, that's all.
Well, on to a better subject, man. Let's talk about what you got going on, man. I know that you reached out to Florida Victorious. You had mentioned that you're going to be doing some autographs. Go ahead and tell everyone what you got going on, man.
Yeah, just coming back to the University of Florida, doing autographs for the fans. Gonna start my foundation, start having like giveaways and stuff for the fans, to get like Kelvin Taylor jerseys, my cards, different things like that. My merchandise, me and my father t-shirt, just a tailor-made t-shirt with both of me and my father picture on there, legacy. Yeah, just something dope to give back to the fans. That's going to start like probably in August. I'm going to come up there and do things with my foundation, but definitely the University of Florida is setting up I'll be like somewhere, right before the game outside the stadium. And, we're gonna do card signings and different things like that. They're gonna have a big tent set up for me. So like people will definitely be able to get pictures or just get autographs and just have a good time, chop it up about Gator Nation, about now when I was there, whatever they want to talk about. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And like I said, it's going to be free giveaways, merchandise stuff, and also, just card signings. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be pretty cool.
Hell yeah, man! That's definitely something that we wanted to do was promote that. That's awesome.
Nah,
I love it when
I
you know
appreciate it,
players
brother.
come back. Guys, anyone else got anything they want to ask Kelvin, man, before we wrap it up?
I'm good. Thank you again, Kelvin, for your time, man. I don't have anything else.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you talking to me. Hey, we're rocking out with CNN, bro. We definitely be tapping in with you, bro. I hope we can run into you sometime and get us a signature and all that good stuff.
No, no doubt, brother. I'll be up there September, like I said, but we could do this whenever, man. Whenever you guys want to do it, and like I say, I'll be pretty much. I got a couple things going on now, but for the most part, I'll be pretty free. So, it was awesome, man. This is what it's all about, bro.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you.
No, for sure. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Kelvin, man, thank you so much.
Hey,
DM
hey,
soon, man. Maybe we'll link up and see if we can't take some damn rabbits.
No doubt, brother. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
hey, 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 Kelvin. Before you leave, I want a quick prediction for this season.
Quick
You already
prediction.
predicted, motherfucker.
Quick prediction for the season. We're going to the SEC championship game.
I like that.
We're going to the SEC
like
championship. We're going to the SEC championship game. We might fuck around and lose one, but we're gonna go to the SEC championship game.
I like that, KT.
Nah, for sure, brother. Them boys hungry. Them boys hungry, bro. Them boys hungry. I'm telling you, we're gonna beat Miami ass, and then we got a little Rudy poop week 2. We're gonna wipe the floor with them, and then we got like Texas A&M or some shit, and we're gonna turn up on them boys, and it's go time. We gonna get this shit popping. They gonna turn up, bro. It's gonna be exciting, dog. Remember, I told you that now.
Appreciate that, man. We need you on that sideline, though. We need you to turn them boys up,
For
man.
sure. That's gonna happen. Now, I'm definitely gonna tap in with my guys. Gotta be there, man. Gotta let them know, like, yo, hey, it ain't nothing to be said, man. Y'all in that orange and blue. Y'all know what the fuck that mean, man. Let's put it on tape. Let's put it on tape. And if you guys want to get to the league, you gotta put it on tape. So why not put it on tape at the highest level in college football? So we're gonna get them boys right, man. They gonna be ready. They already ready. So shit, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great year.
Hell yeah. Well, guys, we appreciate you telling me. Anyone that doesn't follow the network, shoot them a follow. If you don't follow Kelvin, man, shoot him a follow. Gators take care of Gators. We appreciate that. I appreciate you again, Kelvin, man. I'll be linking up with you in a few minutes, man. So,
hey, much love, fam. Hey, man, I like this what you guys are doing, man. This definitely gonna be a good look, man. So it's a great thing you guys got going, and I'm excited, man. And whatever I could do to help, bro, I'm definitely here and I'm all ears, brother. So you guys keep being great. It's only the beginning for you guys. It's gonna it's definitely gonna do what what you guys wanted to do, and everything's gonna work out the right way. So I'm all for it, brother, man. I appreciate you guys.